What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing some Guild Nights action. In this video today, playing by myself yet again, even though in the last video I said I would get a group together, I did not do it. I completely lied to you guys. I really wanted to get a group together, but then I logged off to render, got on, and then like there's hardly anyone online. And I'm probably going to do it really soon. I just want to get another BG done real quick. Because of that wedding tomorrow, I did not want to miss out on making some videos. I'm like really anal about staying on top of it, and I just have fucking water walking. That's awesome. One of the main reasons I like having DKs in the group is silence this mage right here because he cannot cast a spell if he silence. That priest is going in for a fucking fear. We almost got the cap. They're going to switch the priest immediately. But what I do want to talk about in this video today is how many people just came to Waterworks. We have the whole team here. Oh my god. But what I wanted to talk about was Afterlife. I got asked the question, I didn't ask what I believe the afterlife is, or what will the afterlife be, or what I believe in my Christian, am I religious. Didn't get asked that. What I got asked was, what would you want it to be if you could design what the afterlife would be? What would you want people to experience once they've died? What would you like? What would you have them be? And it's an interesting question to kind of sit down and think about. How would you design the afterlife if you were the one who could, design it? And I have to give mines here because people are just calling mines like crazy. Of course I pop rocket boots and they do fucking nothing. It's not a Pypo video unless my rocket boots fucking explode. I'm gonna have to stop uploading videos where my rocket boots actually work because then it's not a Pypo video then. They have to break at least once. Fortunately for me, they did like no damage, which is surprising. I don't know how they did no damage. Am I getting heals? My maximum health is increased right now. I like that. And what do we got? We got a Pally and a War. We're gonna go on the Paladin. At the back. That's a priest, sorry. Thought it was a paladin. I'm completely wrong there. But yeah, I like going to the casters first. Have a tree just popping up out of nowhere. A tree just sprouted from the ground. You're going to him. But I was thinking about it for a little bit, and I was kind of thinking about. Immediately I started thinking about the whole like conceptions of what there already is in existence. So like obviously you have the whole like ghost thing. People believe in ghosts. People believe in heaven. People believe in what's it called, reincarnation. People believe in all these things. I thought, well, which one of these have it the best? Like, which one of these would be, if I had to choose one, what would it be? So obviously you have the Christianity thing, which is you go to heaven, and heaven's supposedly a place where you have everything you ever wanted, and you're treated like a king or whatever. And it's not a Pypo video unless he sneezes now. Holy shit, I keep sneezing. I don't know what it is. I'm allergic to dust. Maybe my room's got a bit dusty recently. I have no idea. I'll have to edit that one out later. Hopefully I didn't forget to leave it in. And so I was thinking about like heaven. Like heaven's obviously a nice idea. You know, you go there, you see all your dead relatives and all that kind of stuff. Even though like, I mean, yeah, I'd have relatives I want to see, but once everyone's died and stuff like that, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I have very few people that I'd want to even ever meet again. Very few people. I mean, it's not just because I'm an asshole. It's because I have very few people in my life that I think of in that way, that I'd want to see and want to visit and want to enjoy their company again. I wanted to see how they were, or how hell had been treating them, or how heaven had been treating them. Because I'm sure some of them would be in hell. Oh my god. So heaven's obviously a nice idea, but also you have like the whole reincarnation thing, which again to me seems like an awesome. Like I'd love to believe that you as a person has a soul, and that soul doesn't actually ever die. What happens is you live one life, and then later on when you die, you just can simply become a new life that's born into the world, whether it be as another human being, or if it's say an animal or something along those lines. I love the idea of that. I love the idea of like maybe these people who are very strong personalities, maybe these people who are complete awesome people, and they're strong, and they're headstrong, and maybe they're even a bit of an asshole. Maybe they're a bit too headstrong. You know, maybe these guys were lions in past lives. Maybe these guys were male lions that fought for their lives, and this is why it's translated into them being like aggro human beings and brave human beings. Maybe it's because they were a lion in their past life. That'd be awesome to me. That's an awesome idea, an awesome concept, but it's also a very hard one to believe or to actually think could be a thing. But if we're just disabling our disbelief system and saying this is just a thing that could happen, if we're doing that, then I'd like that to be a thing, obviously. But then also you have the whole ghost side of things. I'm going to leave mine, by the way, because they're all there. There's no point in me being here. That paladin is still chasing me, so I'm going to put down a binding shot and a trap there. Hopefully he runs through it. Yes, he will. There's a trap, and he's going to run through the binding shot next. Very nice little play there. I always like putting down a trap and a binding shot. But we did just get Lighthouse, so it was a good call coming over here. And we're going to protect Lighthouse and then try and keep Waterworks here to get back in this game, because that was actually a very long time to be defending there. Just this one red play. I don't know why he's coming over here, because he cannot 1v1 me. I don't know why he's thinking to come here. So then obviously you have the whole ghost thing. You have like the whole, you know, maybe you want to be a ghost. Maybe, you know, it's a good idea to roam. I like the idea of being able to roam the earth and kind of be as quick as need be, as like, basically you can do anything and you can see anything and you can listen to anything, and you're conscious and you're living, except for the fact that no one can see you. You can't really touch anything, you can't feel anything, you're just there. And the idea of that is very interesting to me, but at the same time it seems very lonely. I mean, I'm not a person guy. I'm not a person who needs personal contact to, you know, justify my existence. I don't need that. I'm the kind of guy that if I have maybe 2 or 3 people in my life that I love and like care about, that's all I need. I don't need friends. I don't need all this like fucking personal contact. I'm a very, you know, I'm an individual. I completely can withstand and live by myself. If I had to live by myself in solitude for a long period of time, I could probably do it no problem. I mean, after a year, I'd get lonely, sure, but I think I could do that. And I would miss people, obviously. And especially now, like with Kat, I'd fucking miss her a shitload. But it's something that I could do that I don't think a lot of people could do in a lot of situations. But even saying that, as a ghost, not being able to like having the people there and not being able to communicate or get into like contact with them and, you know, say anything to them, I'd be like, it's just weird. I also love that this healer on their team is just sitting here. Like, it seems weird. And why are you sitting here, dude? Like, the reason I'm not like really killing him is because it's actually better for him to sit here. And if I kill him, he's gonna res at one of their bases and maybe actually go help their team. Whereas if he just sits here, then he's not actually a threat. He's not a problem to. He's not taking the flag. He's not healing his team. Essentially, we've just removed the healer from the game since he's just standing there. Like, there's no point in me even to kill him. He can just stay there for the rest of the fucking time, as far as I'm concerned. He's probably gonna. He should go and help Waterworks, or I guess maybe he's waiting for his teammates to show up. There he goes. He finally decides to leave. Little things like that can help your team out a little bit when you think about removing healers from a fight. I just, you know, have a trick check. I have a quick check on Waterworks here because we do have a few more people here. Actually, he might die. I don't want to. I hate camping graveyard when you're losing because it's kind of like an asshole move. But let's go up here and just do some work here. Bit of a fucking kill shot glaive toss right there. Put down some traps on the graveyard right there like that, and hopefully that'll keep him there. And then just glide back down. So obviously I wouldn't choose the ghost one. I'd still pick like incarnation, like reincarnation over that. But then also there's the possibility of you making up your completely own existence. Now, something that I have had a lot of people tell me what they think death is going to be like is dreaming. And dreaming is going to be this thing where when you die, it's basically like going to sleep and you'll just dream. You'll have an existence. We just lost Waterworks. Fuck. And we'll have this existence like dreaming. Like you'll still have that consciousness, but time will be of no relevance. There will be no time relevance. It'll just be things that are happening in the way your mind works and your own basically subconscious mind going insane and just doing whatever the fuck it wants to do. And that's how your consciousness will be after you've died, which can be a really cool thing, but at the same time, if you have dreams like I do, it can be a very frightening thing. Like, and that also, I think, it feeds into the whole heaven hell situation. Like, maybe if you've had a good life and you've, you know, been nice to people and you've been very happy, you're not gonna have these terrible dreams after you die. But maybe if you are a terrible person, you have these horrible dreams, you'll dream about the things that are awful and like the things you did as a person. And maybe that's the whole heaven and hell situation there. But again, I probably wouldn't choose that just because I feel like I would choose that if I could say, for instance, control what I was dreaming, control what I was witnessing in my own mind, if I could control the way or what I dreamt about. Because in a sense, that would be the same as going to heaven, if that makes any sense. Because if realistically, what a person is to you, what a human is to you, what any memory is to you, is just simply a collection of memories. I just almost died on like 1% health. Look how much damage that fucking mage, not that mage, that monk just did by doing crackling lightning. It's ridiculous that a healer can do that much damage. He almost killed me right there. Would have been rough business. We are going to lose this game, it looks like, if we do not get some more people over to get this fucking cap. I don't know why we don't have anyone here. It's kind of strange that it's just me and a healer. And in fact, they're getting more people here. Whenever this is the situation, when you see it's just me and someone else with 4 of them, basically don't worry about like saying like maybe I'm doing something wrong or maybe I can't fucking 2v4 these guys. This is a good situation for our team to be in because it means at another base they should outnumber them. At say Mines, if that's where they are now, which I'm guessing they are. No, there's no one at Mines. What the fuck am I? What was my team doing? They just got the lighthouse. I mean, to Waterworks. I've just had shitty teams for like the duration of today. I gotta stop doing BDs during the day because hordes seem to just absolutely suck ass. It makes no sense to me why they can be so shitty during the day and so good at nighttime. Actually, have to disengage deterrents across the water to stay alive. Really not a good situation to be in, but Pypo does not want to die. So he's going to run away, and I'm actually going to go to mines and see if there's less people there, or if I can do some more work there, because that's a lost cause right there. They have both healers there. So there's no point in me being there. But then obviously you have the whole, like, if you could create your own existence after death, what would it be? And I was thinking about the whole, like, well, all you are as a human being is these neurological, like electrons exploding in your fucking brain. Like, just these impulses in your brain. And when you die, your mind is so powerful that, like, you can actually create your own existence within your own mind. And it's a lot of the times how someone, like, can go insane or have a mental illness is because they realize this and they can actually live basically inside their own skull. They don't have to actually have these human connections. They don't have to do anything. Or maybe in fact it's the opposite way, where they don't have that neurological impulse. They don't have the thing connecting them to other people. And because of this, I was thinking maybe after death, it'll just be that. It'll just be like, if I could choose to do it, it'd be, you wouldn't actually meet your dead parents because you already have them inside your body. It's almost like a comforting thing to think this, that you already have them inside of your body. You already have them as a part of you. They're already with you. They're already there in your mind. Because when you think about it, if you haven't seen them, if you're not looking at them right now in real life, looking them in the face, what are they to you? What are they to you? Well, what they are to you is simply memories. What are memories? They're just these weird electrical impulses in your brain. That's all they are. If those electrical impulses stopped, you would not remember them in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, because they are there, they're always going to be there. They're always going to be with you. Even that's the whole point of, like, how sometimes you forget something and then a year later you'll just remember it. It'll just something will trigger in your brain, and that electrical impulse in the back of your brain will just shoot off, and for some reason you'll remember that. And it's just because it's always there. It's always in the back of your mind. I think after death, that could be the sort of situation where your mind is, but what I want it to be is where your mind is kind of doing its own thing. It does whatever it wants to do. It can now force these electrical impulses. It can do whatever it wants. It can think however it wants and pull all these memories forward, and you can make it whatever the fuck you want out of them. Because realistically, if you've lived for a lifetime, you have an endless possibility of outcomes and situations in your head already. Even better than that, you have an imagination. So there's stuff that you could not have been involved with. There's some stuff that you might not have experienced that you simply can imagine experiencing, then have it happen in your brain. I'd love for that to be a thing that happens after you're dead. So for instance, if you ever wanted to experience something, if you ever wanted to do something and you've never done it, but you know exactly like what it is, that you can imagine what it is, and you imagine it being awesome, you can experience it, and you can also experience it with the people, or at least the memories of the people you have in your head. And it would feel like the real deal, because realistically, all we are and how we feel and how we act is all just these little electrical impulses in our brain. And it's insane to think that, but that's what it is. When you think about life and you think about what life is, all life is memories. Obviously, yes, like, live in the moment and choose how to, like, live and don't worry about anything. But when you think about it, how old are you right now? Are you 20, 21, you're 18, you're 19, maybe you're 16. Let's say you're 16. You're a 16-year-old kid, you're going through school. You think school is the worst thing in existence. You hate all these people. That girl you want to talk to, she doesn't like you for some reason. You have a crush on her, but she doesn't have a crush on you. In a year's time, all that is going to be a little electrical impulse in the back of your head. And you're not even going to probably even think about it or remember it. You're not even going to think about it at all. I mean, sometimes you'll see that girl walking down the street and you'll have that little electrical impulse go off in your head. And you'll remember that a year ago, you were just seeing her and you had a crush on her. And it's not going to affect you in any way. It's not going to cause you pain. It's going to cause you any anguish. It's just going to be a thing that happens. And all it's going to be is a memory. And it's a good thing to think in a bad situation. For instance, any bad situation you're in is just going to be a memory. If you're going through college, if you're going through high school and you hate it, or even if, like, you're in a car crash, you just had a car crash and you're sitting on the side of the road and half your fucking arm's lopped off and you're in pain, you don't know if you're going to live. If you end up living, all that pain you went through, all that pain you experienced, all that hate and anguish you experienced through school, all that bullying you went through is just going to be a memory. And not only that, the memory is going to shape you and make you into who you are in that current moment, because you remember it. It's all there. It's all part of your brain. It's all part of your existence. It's part of who you are now. And it's super interesting to me to have that. But also, it can be flipped on the other way when you think in a good situation. What's this good situation going to be to me when I'm later on in my life? Say I'm 20 right now. I'm almost 21. When I'm 70, me doing all these YouTube videos, me, say, being with Kat, me having all these fun experiences, having these fun times, experiencing new things, having a fun time, what's it going to be to me when I'm 70 years old? It's going to be just memories. That's all it's going to be. When you die and you're, like, in your bed, when you're dying slowly, hopefully when you're in your bed, no one wants to die from, like, a drastic event, but hopefully if you when you pass away in your sleep, what the whole life leading up to that point, in that moment in time when you die, is just going to be memories. And that's kind of why it makes a lot more sense to me for people to go out and do things they enjoy so they can have those memories later on in life. You can have those experiences under your belt, and you can say that you've done them, because realistically that's all you have once you're at that. It doesn't matter how rich you are, it doesn't matter how much money you've left behind, that doesn't matter at all once you die. All those material things are no longer even a thing anymore. They're not, it's not involved in your life. It doesn't mean anything to you or to your body or to your spirit or to your soul, whatever you believe. Once you die, that's it. It's over. It's done. And the only thing you're left with in that moment is your memories, and the things you remember, and the things you experienced, and the things you enjoyed, and the things you loved, and the memories of the people you experienced them with, and all these feelings, and it's all going to be there with you at the end of your life. So that's why I hate when I see people standoffish in situations. I hate when I see people not wanting to get involved with something because they're worried, or they don't want to do it, or it's just out of their comfort zone. You leave your fucking comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Do some things that are out of your comfort zone. Do something that you don't want to do. Do something that you just want to experience for once in your fucking life so you can experience it. And later on, when it's just a memory, you can look back on it and say, yeah, I fucking did that. That's something I did. I have it there, and it's with me now for the rest of my fucking life. And you should do it. Honestly, guys, do it. But let me know what you think, and I don't know how we got onto this topic, but yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day, have a good year, and I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.